After hearing this theory, I definitely believe Fatima is in that wheelbarrow. What is going on, y'all? It is I, the hidden hand responsible for everything going on in Farmland, TheJHReview.
You don't fucking break me!
That's what you said. That's what you said. I need a cowboy hat, man. I think the cowboy monster is about to become my favorite monster. He's about to replace the milkman. Okay, y'all know I love the milkman. Hashtag more screen time for the milkman. But anyway, y'all. So welcome to another edition of Theory Hunting. I believe it is episode 3 this time. Go check out the first 2 if you haven't already. Today's episode, we revisit Fatima. I just love, putting that emphasis on her name, Fatima, and the possible demon baby she may be carrying. I still think it's something off about that pregnancy. And today's videos that I watched further solidify that. So, but before we get started, y'all know the drill. Slap that like button. Now that you have slapped the like button, the subscribe button, the share button, and already preconceived your comment in your head that you're going to put down below to increase the engagement, activate the algorithm, right? Let's get started. So this theory I can't necessarily attribute to one creator, but I watched Jeremy Eisenfire's video and also Parklin Media, whose theory has been featured on this channel before. So go check out episode 1. I believe Tabitha is responsible for it all, something like that. Now, during the barn scene and the teaser, I would quickly assume that someone is being tortured, but never did I think that somebody may be giving birth. So I think that is quite possibly might be what's going on in that scene. And then you hear the phrase, or basically paraphrasing, "You're so strong," or something like that. That's something you would say to comfort somebody during what seems this could possibly be a grueling birth going on. I think that kind of makes sense. Or Fatima just could be being tortured. I don't know. But let's just rock with this for a second. Now, here's the kicker. And this theory gives me Freddy Krueger mixed with the Lost Smoke Monster vibes. I'll explain the analogy in just a second. But it seems Fatima could be a vessel of some sorts for the physical embodiment of the entity, if you believe there is an entity. Now, my analogy here, Freddy Krueger, Lost Smoke Monster, right? By the way, check out the From Lost series as I give more in-depth comparison of the mythical creature known as the Smoke Monster to the forces of Fromland. So go check that out as well. The entity, aka the unproven mythical big bad of From, right? It seems to exist in another dimensional plane and only appears as projections of dead people, i.e. Abby, which was an ability of the Smoke Monster in Lost as well, and could also affect characters in dreams like Kenny with the cicadas. Freddy vibes, right? So I get a little mixed bag of both. I definitely think there's inspiration from both of these beings in this series, but another part of this theory is that, like, both, more so the Smoke Monster, I would say, the entity is looking to exist in the physical realm, and what better way than through Fatima's demon seed, right? And I believe there's credence to this. After all, Fatima is not supposed to be able to have children, right? And I think there's something not right about this pregnancy. And then you had the dream from Elgin, it seemed like it was Fatima very decrepit. I think something still has to do with that. And I still believe the title for episode, 7, Belly of the Beast, right? I still think that's a double meaning. Y'all remember Fatima first found out she was pregnant, and then at the same time, they were having the autopsy on Smiley. So if that jogs your memory. I also believe there's another reason why the entity would like to exist in the physical. I possibly think that it wants to escape from land and go to the outside world, similar to how the Smoke Monster was when he was, fake Locke, and he wanted to get off the island, go home, as he would say. But according to Jacob, he wanted to pollute the earth in a sense, right?
Think of this wine as what you keep calling hell. There's many other names for it too. Malevolence, evil, darkness. Here it is, swirling around in the bottle, unable to get out, because if it did, it would spread.
So what do I give this theory on a theory scale? I would say 8 out of 10. I think it's a strong theory and something I could possibly see happening for Fatima, or, you know, maybe she just might be tortured to death. Who knows? Now, before I go, I did a poll after the last trailer breakdown. Some other candidates y'all see possibly being in the wheelbarrow, and there's one I vehemently would like to debunk. But of course, before I get into that, another thing I would like to point out is that the cowboy, the troll monster, I would like to call him, I believe the monster specifically wanted to mess with Fatima, definitely after last season where they first had that encounter and Fatima had her little bitch fit. She went into complete rage, right, on him and I guess his wife or whatnot in the post office. So I definitely believe that gives him a reason to further mess with her, which would actually make more sense if it was Fatima. But anyway, that's Fatima. That's my top choice. We also have Julie out here. I could kind of see it, but I think Julie's storyline will more so deal with the PTSD of sorts with the whole cicada ordeal. I don't think that's over. I don't think she's just gonna get up with a happy day. She's gonna be going through some stuff in season 3. And then you also have the family reuniting with Tabitha. I think they're eventually gonna build up to that. So why would they kill her off? I don't think it's gonna be Julie though. Which leads me to Tabitha, by the way, being the one in the wheelbarrow theory. I totally disagree. First off, I believe whoever is in the wheelbarrow is also in the barn scene. Just my personal belief. Also, it's snowing, and I believe some time has passed since she fell from the lighthouse. When she woke up in the hospital, you could see the signs of bruising. So I believe her physical body, wherever she's at, that's where she is right now. Her body is not in Fromland, and her spirit in where. I don't believe that at all. I said this before. I do believe season 3 will have some type of duality to it. Those that are in Fromland and Tabitha being out of Fromland. So life on the island, life off the island. You get the idea, right? Another reason people are saying this is because Jade is accompanying Boyd in the scene, which conveys as somebody he cares about, such as Tabitha, or get this, I saw this one from Parklin Media, and Tien Chen could be in the wheelbarrow. But if I'm going with the same person that's in the wheelbarrow is the same person screaming, that sounds nothing like Kenny's mom, right? So I'm going to have to pass on that. My next and final contestant, of course, Sarah, which was my original pick. It does sound like her, but I think she has more work to do, and she's still an important character, definitely to understanding what Fromland is. I don't know if they would kill off an asset like that just yet. She still got to redeem herself before they kill off, right? But anyway, guys, this has been this edition of Theory Hunting. You guys leave a comment down below on who you think it is, any theory that you have. Who knows, I may want to feature it on the channel and talk about it. Make sure to slap that like button. All right, guys, now that you slap button, subscribe, comment it down your thoughts, and we'll see y'all for the fall. If I don't have anything else to say, but I'm trying to pull a rabbit out my head and have some From content until the season premiere. Hopefully we get a release date soon. But anyway, guys, thanks for having me. I'll see y'all later. Peace.